saying if it's an Igbo man, more should have even been done, to this person. What's your take as a guy?
Oh, well, it is not acceptable by me that anybody from anywhere, from any tribe, should do such wicked thing. Because expired product endangers life. Expired product can kill. You understand? So whether it is an Igbo man, whether it is a Fulani man, whether it is a Yoruba man, an Hausa man, that place is not supposed to be allowed to still stand within the next 24 hours. If I was in the place, in the shoes of the president, I would have demolished it by now. And not just that, any other place that such thing is discovered. You see, we must place premium on the life of Nigerians. No nation becomes great without having healthy citizens, because it is these healthy citizens that make a nation great. Why must you kill them with bad products? People must stop this love for money, making money anyhow. It's too bad and must be stopped by all means, so that we can protect our citizens. Those people who are involved in that business should go in for at least 25 years each. Yes, they are murderers, they are killers. When you give people poison, you are a killer. You are devilish. You understand? And that is the way I look at it. Yes. No mercy. They should be dealt with. The products, the warehouse, the source should be destroyed. And then the people that perpetrate it should be in jail for at least 25 years each. And by the time they suffer there and come out, they would have learned that human life is precious and valuable to our nation, because the greatness of this country is dependent on the citizens' life, on healthiness. So I am on the part of government for taking any action against them.
Okay, Fulanis, and if you look at it, the Fulanis, most time when they are arrested, they feel that they are the one that owns Nigeria. That these people might, after some time, be released.
Fulanis are not aboriginal as far as this country is concerned. They are not aboriginal.
But we see what has been happening. Them holding fourth ground.
Outsiders that opened the backyard door for them to enter.
How do you say so?
They don't belong here. They are not like Hausas. They are not like Igbos. They are not like Yorubas and other little tribes. No. They came from the Sahel. They came from the Sahel. Their father, Uthman Danfodio, was not a Nigerian. And when you count the tribes that make up this country, the people that make up this country, you don't count Fulanis.
But they dominate almost.
That's what I told you. The Hausas opened the back door for them to enter. And in the past, Gowon used them, brought them to fight for him in the killing of Igbos. And when they were through, they refused to go, because they find a home here. They find land here to rear their cattle. Now you can see, when that door was opened through Mandam Fodio, they came in. They bring Islam. They conquered the north with Islam. They conquered part of the west with Islam. And they dominate. You see, it's like the Hausas who own north originally don't even have relevance anymore. Because most of the sheikhs, most of the people over there are Fulanis now, the heads. It is a problem. Now, Buhari, when he wanted to come in, he brought Fulanis again, that they might kill Igbos if Jonathan refused to step aside. And Jonathan, being a good man who knew and who said that his political career is not worth the blood of any Nigerian, he just stepped out. And these guys who came in today from Fulani herdsmen, from all manner of gunmen who are devastating the north and devastating everywhere. You understand? So the influx of Fulani in Nigeria and the perpetuation of the evil that they are perpetuating, I put the blame on those who opened door for them. Go on, the Hausas from origin, Buhari, and every other person who is playing the bad politics in Nigeria that is giving them root here. Fulanis are not like we Igbos, they are not like Yorubas, they are not like, Hausas. Fulani have one vision, and that vision is the vision of Usman Danfodio. Fulanize Nigeria, Islamize Nigeria. That's why wherever they go to, they wipe away the landowners and they take over the land. You understand? I tell you the story of an Indian woman who went and bought baby boa constrictor. You know about constrictor is a python, that large python that swallows human being. And so she bought it from baby and she was petting it and she was feeding it, and the thing grew to an adult size. A time came, the woman traveled and didn't come back in time, and by the time she came back, the boa constrictor was hungry, very hungry. And when she came back, she went to the boa constrictor like as if it was still a baby. Oh, my baby, you have not eaten this and that and this. The moment the boa saw her, she became the food. The boa constrictor that she raised ate her up. That is what is happening in the north. The boa constrictor that they picked up from baby, nurtured and fed, is now swallowing them. You understand? A wise man said something. He said, be careful the way you feed that hungry dog. It might just be needing strength to attack you. So you see, a lot of mistakes have been made here by visionless leaders, and it's not a problem. I just pray that men of wisdom can come around and solve this issue. Otherwise, the future looks so good. Thank you.
With what Tinubu is doing, even recently, they even cried because Tinubu awarded 2 oil blocks, to a Yoruba company. They wanted to, auction, or will I say, sell off some oil blocks, and some of the Fulanis and other tribes, bidded for these oil blocks, but eventually it was given to a Yoruba company that just registered with a CAC, or registered as a CAC company in 8 days. Do you not think that with all this that is going on, do you not think that this will not make them really vote out Tinubu come 2027?
Nigeria does not belong to one particular tribe. And when you talk about Fulanis, this geographical sphere that is called Nigeria does not belong to them. It belongs to these 3 tribes that make up this country. Though a very bad politics has been played against Igbos right from day one. In Zungeru, when the documents of amalgamation was signed, there were 22 Britons. There were 6 Nigerians, 3 Hausas, 2 Yorubas, and 1 Obong Henshaw from Calabar. No Igbo man was invited to sign the amalgamation document. So that's right from day one, there is this, plan to sideline Igbos. Yet oil is from our place. You understand? So if anybody from the north is crying foul that a company from the south won the bid for an oil block, they are wasting their time. The oil belonged to we Biafrans. The oil with which Lagos and Abuja have been developed belong to Biafrans. And you see, that's one of our anger. You take this thing from us and you develop other places. So if anybody in the north is angry because Tinubu has given oil block to Yoruba, they are wasting their time. And on the part of Tinubu, whether he's trying to be tribalistic, oh well, what do you think? Charity begins at home. Love begins at home. You understand? If Tinubu does not love Yorubas, then he is irresponsible. Yes, he has the responsibility to love his people and do things for them. Okay? So these northerners have been mining our oil, which is not their right. And so now that a Yoruba man is there, if he gives some oil block from, to Yoruba company, I have no problem with that. And anybody that is crying from the north should cry more. Yes.
After armed herdsmen killed over 50 people in Benue State on Sunday and closed down 15 churches in Benue, Benue ADGs have abandoned and fled to Enugu State. Many people are crossing over from Benue to Enugu, and if you know the axis, Enugu is closer to Benue State. We are leaving the north, we are going to Biafra for our own safety. And we've seen how some of them were accommodated in Enugu State. A man from Benue was here this morning and he called his family and he said his family have crossed over to Benue State and it's very, very peaceful. This morning it has been a very, very disruptive time here at the newspaper stand. Argument and counter argument. The man from Benue said, my families are now safe in Enugu State and we thank the Igbo people for accepting them. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share with others. The Benue man have repeated and said, if anything happens today, Benue people will join the Igbos. And they are ready because the Igbo people are always saving them from the S-men. Mr. James Wemeka, you are from Kogi State, in that axis of the Middle Belt. Do you think that your people too may join the Igbos instead of the Hausas in Nigeria?
Thank you for having me this morning. Yes, of course, it is no longer a news that we from the Middle Belt has become a sacrificial lamb in the hand of Fulani herdsmen. Maybe I will say it reportedly or allegedly, Bola Ahmed Tinubu or Bola government, Nigeria federal government have sold us out to Fulani because I don't know how to explain this thing any longer. Whereby, according to as they told us that these Fulani men who are coming from Sahel, Africa country are not Nigeria Fulani, but they are coming to kill my people on a daily basis in Taraba, in Plateau, in Benue, and yet no single word from presidency, no single word for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The last time I checked, before I go to your question you asked me, the APC, the governor of Benue State is APC. When during the time of Buhari government, they say, oh, Otom hate Buhari, Otom hate APC. That's why Otom is trying to escalate this issue of Fulani herdsmen, that and it's not the way Otom is represented. But today, the governor of Benue State is a reverend father, is APC. Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu silenced in the case of these Fulani herdsmen that are killing people in Benue? Now, let me go back to the Fulani people who are running back to Biafra for safety. Yes, of course, they have no choice. I have said without number, the hatred Nigeria government have against the Igbo is what put us where we are today. Why? Because, like me, the Kogi State, we are formerly in Benue before we were divided. If you look at Kogi State today, part of Kogi State people are in Enugu. They caught Enugu, they joined Kogi State. Kogi State is a conference state, a state that they just join and cut and join everybody together. Part of us are from Enugu. In Kogi, I'm talking to you. Part of us are from Yoruba, all those states. They cut and join. Part of us like that. Edo, we are part of Edo. So you can see that these people, all in the name of trying to weaken the Igbo race. We must say it the way it is. I've told you that the more Nigeria government are hating the Igbos, the more we are draining. The more we are going down every day. Go and look at under Obasanjo regime when Igbo were in the front line of the economy of Nigeria. Go and look where Nigeria was compared to when Buhari came and brought his hatred against the Igbos. The hatred against the Igbos is what put us where we are today. Buhari hate the Igbos and he unleashed that hatred on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that's why you can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is under the custody of the DSS. Today you can see where we are in terms of economy, in terms of everything. We are giant of Africa in number. We are not more giant in economy as a result of hatred. I have said it time without number, whether you like my opinion or not, but I'm entitled to my opinion. Igbos are more Nigerian than Hausa. Igbos are more Nigerian than Yoruba. Igbos are more Nigerian than my middle belt where I come from. Why do I have to say this? Igbos, it's only Igbos you see in this country. Any village you see, they build a house there. They make that village, they develop that village, they do everything and stay in their village. How many houses Yoruba man have in the southeast? How many houses, Hausa Fulani men who are claiming the whole Nigeria they have in the house in the south? Rather, they build in their own place, they develop in their own place. Now, how can you now tell me that the Hausas are more Nigerian than the Igbos? How can you now tell me that Yorubas are more Nigerian than Igbo? It's lie. These Igbo people are more Nigerians, but because of marginalization, because of the war, the Biafra war, and all that, they don't want them to come close to the corridor of power. But who is feeling it the most? In the worst scenario now, are you seeing the Igbos are begging? They are not. We know the people that are begging. Thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will have tell you that the southeast will have been worse than the Benue today, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
What did he do?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agitation by forming the ESM to defend their land. What is securing the Igbo land? Igbo land will have been more than what is happening in Benue today.
How about Agu Nechemba and Udokachi?
These ones are being organized, done by the southeast governor for political purpose. And that's why you see that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been under the castrated of the DSS, right now, what stop the southeast governor, the 5 of them, to come together to form one security outfit like Southwest here. Southwest here, they have a Amoteco that is confronting the headmen, and they are doing very well. What stop the southeast to create a southeast, to create a security in the southeast that are uniform to Imo State, Abia State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State? But as I tell you now, all the governors, they are using them for political purpose. E.g. like Charles Oludo in Enugu. All those Egune Chamber, Charles Oludo is using, they are using it for their own selfish interest, not for to protect the people. As we speak now, some weapons have been seized in Finland. You should not communicate with Biafra. Go to Southeast, they are still killing. Ebubeago now they are using, they are acquiring people, they are arresting people unlawfully, detaining people. A video that is going viral now, where Ebubeago, the chamber of the one that Charles Oludo is using, that are arresting people. Who gave them the mandate to arrest people for goodness sake, and you detain them for 3 months? These are shenanigans that they are doing in the southeast. That's why I'm telling you that if not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not only Igbo, if not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria would have gone under this Fulani men, Fulani agenda to Islamize this country. And that's why you can see now they are moving all around. The gospel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been preaching about this Fulani herdsmen, they want to take over Nigeria, they want to Islamize Nigeria. Which of it that has not come into pass? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching this gospel, people were swearing for him. Many people did not believe in him. Why? Because they felt that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to come and divide Nigeria. But it is glaring today that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said to the past have come to pass. Can you now see where we are, where we find ourselves as a nation? So for me, that young man has to be protected. That young man has to be free. All this money Bola Ahmed Tinubu go and start a fresh trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's a waste of time. Nigerians are hungry in the street. Money that they are spending for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every court, he need to fill a community. Do you know the hungers that is going on in the land? Many parents now cannot send their children to school. Look, there is a doom that is ahead of Nigeria.
A doom?
Doom is ahead of Nigeria. Let me tell you how it's a doom. Let me tell you. See, the children of the poor now cannot go to school. They are at home. In nearest future, in 30 years to come, what will become these children? They say an idle hand is the workshop of the devil. When you don't have what you are doing, that is why a man will be telling you, go and steal, go and join armed robber, go and join kidnapping. But when you have what you are doing, that mind will not come. You'll be busy with what you are doing. These children on the street now, they cannot go to school. Their parents cannot send them to school. In nearest future, will they allow the children of politicians to go scot-free? They will not. They will stand up. Because this life, everybody come this life to come and enjoy. Nobody come life come look. You they talk to me and chicken, me and no cigarette drink. You think say me I go happy? That is the problem. The children of the poor that the government refused to train 30 years ago are the one causing terror now in Nigeria. These Boko Harams, these Fulani herdsmen, if they go to school, do you think they will be doing all this thing they are doing? When the poor men now, they are sending their children to UK to go and school. They are sending their children everywhere. They destroy the education of Nigeria. Wait, it will take a time. And that's why I said the only solution to Nigeria, this country, split this country, let everybody go. Or you restructure the country. Let's go back to regional government. Southwest, go to your regional government. Lagos alone is enough to feed Yorubas. No any Yoruba man that's supposed to be suffering with the way God has blessed Lagos. But he took one man to pocketed Lagos. A man pocketed Lagos in his own pocket. Feel that is the one that will determine who become anything in the Southwest here. And that's why that man is killing the glory of the Southwest. Today, we have people who are supposed to represent this Southwest. People like former governor Fashola, who can represent the Southwest Yoruba will be proud that yes, we have a son that represents us out there. We have Otibajo, who can speak with Donald Trump, who has everything he has. No, but the silent thing, they say, Emiloko, now my turn. Emiloko now is consuming the Nigeria. Emiloko children now cannot go to school. Emiloko now, because of Emiloko now, children cannot eat. How, when last that people eat chicken? When last people eat chicken? As I speak to you now, many children now, it has up to 2 years now, they see chicken in their eye.
But many, now let's talk about them, the killings again. Many Igbos are thanking God, in quotes, and praising God, that it was the Middle Belt that formed alliance with the Fulani to kill them during the Civil War. And Yoruba people too were included. But now, the Fulanis are now killing them back. And Yakubu Gowon, who led Nigeria against Biafra, he has run out of Nigeria, he is now living in the UK. The Fulani S-men have almost finished Benue, almost finished Plateau, that God is fighting for the Igbo people. What do you have to say about that?
The truth of the matter is that then was out of ignorance. If we are to be now that Biafra was fight, I would tell that Middle Belt will join Biafra to fight Nigeria government.
If it is now?
Yes, if it is now. I told you that if Gowon will have not allowed British to use his brain to fight Biafra, Africa will have been the better continent by now, because this Biafran will have been the Japan of Africa. They will have been China of Africa. Yeah. There's no need enough for you to be going to China. But Gowon allow British. When I tell you people say my mouth they smell. Nobody is in Nigeria. Yoruba is not in Nigeria. Igbo is not in Nigeria. Hausa is not in Nigeria. If you tell me that Yoruba is in Nigeria, Igbo is in Nigeria, Hausa is in Nigeria, what is the meaning of Yoruba? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Hausa? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Igbo? Nobody is in Nigeria. British join us together to make us. And that's why you can see doctors, engineers, sell all their property. They go to UK. What are they doing? They go there to do caregiver. They go and watch people. A whole doctor in Nigeria. If these people, they have sat down, they manipulate our brain. They use us to be slavery world. Nobody is in Nigeria. This Nigeria, they join us together, they call us Nigeria. No, what is the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Igbo? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Hausa? Can't we sit down and say, no, we cannot be a slave to these people? And that's why we are happy what Abraham Traore is doing in Africa. Abraham Traore now have seen the light that these people, let me tell you, the white supposed to be the one that is supposed to be worshiping Africa. Because everything God gave it to Africa, mineral resources, and that's why they are turning to Africa. They are using Africa as they are making us, taking us to their country, to develop their country. Nothing is in America. Nothing is in Europe compared to what God has endowed Africa with. But these people have seen it. They use religion to brainwash us. Go to Nigeria today, mosques everywhere, church everywhere, no factory. And that is why you see John, Matthew, Gideon, na Yahoo they do for street. Jamil, Mustafa, na Yahoo they do. It's not that they don't come from religious family. They come from good family. But the family don't fit pay bill. Papa and mama no fit pay house rent again. Jamil need to go street to go do Yahoo to scam to pay the house. Gideon, Matthew need to go street to go scam Unibo to pay house rent. But now only politician. You see Lagos now, politicians are then they buy everywhere. That's why if you pay house rent now, you rent a house. Before 1 year, they say they don't buy the house. Who buy out? Make investigation. A politician buy out. Now only them they chop for this country. The poor men children now they do Yahoo up and down. That's why I challenge the governor of Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, when he was saying Nigeria youth to go and join Nigeria army, that there is benefit. When Sanwo-Olu tell his son go join Nigeria army, is it only the poor men children that join Nigeria army? I don't know. Not the only poor man children that join army. Rich men too. It's enough time we hear Tinubu song. Tinubu son become Nigeria army. It is high time we hear the Governor Sanwo-Olu son don't become a Nigeria army. Hope Uzodinma son is now a policeman. Son is now a policeman. Is it a crime? Is it a crime for a governor son to go and be a policeman? Is it only poor man children that become policeman? They carry them, go to Boko Haram, they go waste them there. It's not. So it is high time we start telling these people that enough is enough.
But do you see now let's also look at this one. The way Nigeria is going now, Boko Haram taking territories, bandits. You saw a military person saying that our guy not chop our money finish. You know they buy us good weapon. The video is on the internet. Do you see a future for Nigeria? The way things are going now.
No, the fact remains that there's no future in Nigeria. It's hard to say that many people will not believe. Many people that watch this video, if you like, insult me. That does not reduce me. There's no future in Nigeria. I've said the time without before the 2023 election. I say whether Peter Obi win election, whether Atiku win, or this Emiloko who grab power and run away with it, they cannot do anything in Nigeria because we are building on 40 foundation. The foundation is 40. Destroy this foundation. Let's start afresh. How do we start afresh? By restructuring this country. Let's go to regional governments. When we were in a regional government, we were doing well. If your father is a farmer, he can use cocoa to train his children to school, they are doing well. Are we not doing well? What stopped these people? You want to copy democracy for America? Copy it to the end. American democracy cannot be compared to Nigerian democracy, whereby Bola Ahmed Tinubu will wake up one night because you have misunderstanding with your wife. You remove the governor of River State. Today, maybe Lagos State is next now. You can see it over the weekend. It's not through, what is it called? Sowolu. He did not greet Sowolu. Tomorrow, don't wake up now. Bola Ahmed Tinubu might wake up tomorrow. Sowolu, you are not the governor of Lagos State. Nobody can challenge you. Is that the democracy we are proud of? No, it's not a democracy. So what we are saying that the only solution to this problem now, whether you decide that you restructure this country or you divide this country, let everybody go on their own peaceful way. Let's push these British people aside who have used us as a slave. Enough is enough. Staying together as one Nigeria is consuming enough the more. Look at the numbers of people that are dying every day. People now no feel it. You go here say they say this man don't die for area. What kill her? They sick before. You know they sick. Now thinking, the man they think, where will I see money to rent this house? To rent another house? Where will I see money to pay children? No man will be happy if he's not able to pay his bill. If you're up to 40 years, if you have children, your children is up to 35, 40 years, he has never married as a man, you will not be happy. How will you feel? A child that you suffer, you train to school, he has attained all the degree, but come, no work. What kind of country is that? Somebody goes serve a country for 35 years, he cannot build 2-bedroom bungalow. But ordinary councillor that just entered 1 year, is buying estate, is buying everywhere. This is common Nigeria. So for me, there's no hope until we're ready to do the need. If you let me end it with this question. If you bring angel from heaven to come and rule Nigeria, it cannot do anything with this current structure until Nigeria is being split or everybody go on their own separate way.